The people's quote of the day. As I look out my office window while burning the midnight oil and see folks admiring the fruits of my labor, my car, I feel sorry for them. But they should be admiring my work ethic, not my car. That was a long quote. Oh, you got to do that. You are now listening to episode 19 of the People's Mentor podcast featuring Juan Pablo, DJ Cool, play a fruitful instrumental. All right, we're back, ladies and gentlemen. Today's topic, admire the work ethic and not the results. We're going to discuss in this topic, number one, it's not talent alone that got the person results. It's the muscle memory. Number two, hard work beats talent any day. So this was derived from the people's question. Do you think people are just born with special gifts? This was actually presented to me by one of our subscribers on our YouTube channel, 100% Finance. So let me share with you something from my experience. I think people will praise a person for the results they've gained by justifying it through their talent. In other words, oh, that person got all A's in school results simply because they're just smart, talent. Oh, this person, they're in the NBA results simply because they're gifted at playing basketball, talent, right? But little do they know that if these people didn't cultivate that talent via hard work, then he wouldn't have those results, period. LeBron James wouldn't be the man he is today if he didn't couple his hard work with his talent. And that's one of the things I used to get on my nerves a little bit in school, where people would say, oh, well, you just did better in school than me because you're just smart. You're just smart, Juan. I'm like, no. There are many subjects I didn't understand, but I still managed to do decent and have good grades in those subjects simply because I was able to apply myself. Hard work. I didn't know everything there was to know about geometry, but I would take the textbook home and read it and do some practice questions and reach out to the teacher for additional help or reach out to a friend to see if he can tutor me or something along those lines. And then I became smart. I just wasn't gifted. I wasn't just some brainiac who just knew every single problem on a math test without having to study a lick of anything. No, that's crazy. It's like people just try to justify, oh, they're just lucky because they had these genes. They were born with it. They're just talented. They're just born a genius. Nope. Many people have to apply themselves. So let's dive into that topic. How many of you heard of the talented ball player that could party all night and wake up early for the next day and play phenomenally? The only reason the athlete can do that is because he or she put in the hard work prior. I've done so many speeches that I can go on stage at a moment's notice and do a speech without PowerPoint slides or any heads up. The reason being is that I have repetitions, and a solidified muscle memory. I've done so many Toastmaster speeches, so many YouTube videos, so many podcasts, so many in-person events that I can pull a speech from within me. Even if I stayed up late, partied all night long, got drunk the night before, which I don't recommend, but I could still hit the stage and perform like the crowd didn't even notice. However, I will not use my talent as a crutch while I skip out on continued hard work, where I know if I keep this bad activity up, this will then turn into a habit, which will cause my talent to atrophy, just like an unused muscle. So if you are talented, my friend, that is great. If you have a special gift, a special knack for something, don't let that special gift fool you to convince you, oh, I can let up a little bit. I can hang out a little bit later. I can have one more drink. I can stay up an extra hour or two and party all night long. I got this. I've done this 1,000 times. I don't need to practice. Practice? Are we talking about practice? Who said that? Was it Allen Iverson, right? Yes, practice is important. Why? You have to solidify that muscle memory. You have to constantly go hard because that one day you decide to rest, it can turn into 2 days, to 4 days, to 4 weeks, to 4. How many of you guys started a workout plan in January? Oh yeah, I'm gonna hit the gym, I'm gonna diet, and then what happens in February, March? Oh, I'll sleep in today because I'm a little tired. You know what? I mean, I deserve to eat this pizza. I worked hard, right? And it's free. You know, they brought it to the work office. They brought it to the workplace. How you gonna turn down free food? Well, I'm about to say no to donuts, right? They celebrating me, right? Because I had perfect attendance this month. I was employee of the month. Of course, I'm gonna eat these donuts. So many people. And then guess what? Your body begins to atrophy. So I want that to happen to you. Couple your talent with hard work. Don't let up. Otherwise, there's going to be some other person. It might be a Rudy. It might be a DJ Cool who's going to say, well, I'm going to keep going in and I'm going to take your number one spot simply because you keep letting up. No such thing as rest when you're going for success. Number two, there's plenty of people more talented than me. However, are there plenty of people with a harder work ethic than me? If you're not willing to work 7 days a week and get uncomfortable with your craft, then you are not putting in hard work. Yes, I said that right. 7 days a week. If you are truly passionate and obsessed with your line of work, you should be working 7 days a week, period. You should be perfecting your craft to the point it gets uncomfortable. And what I mean by that, uncomfortable to the point that you don't want to do it because you want to rest, you want to chill, you want to have some fun, you want to let your hair down. But no, your obsession is taking over your personal life to the point, even though I don't want to do it, I'm going to do it anyway. I felt like that last week. I had a ton of coaching clients and I had many different business things going on, business ventures. I speak as well publicly, and I was with a client. I did an 8-hour coaching call with a client on Saturday, and then there was a mix-up with this event I was a guest speaker at, and they asked me if I can do Sunday. I'm like, oh, man, I got to do this event Sunday. I don't even feel like it, man. I'm not even prepared. But had to do it. Had to do it. I was uncomfortable. But that's the point you have to get to, my friend. You're working constantly, but you don't mind it. Why? Because you love it. You cannot be talented at something that you don't enjoy doing. To me, that doesn't even make sense, right? I can never see myself being talented at sewing a sweater because I have absolutely no interest in learning how to sew. But a person who's an expert knitter, if that's a word, a knitter, if that person's an expert knitter, they would have to be very, very interested, passionate even, to do it all day long, right? And they come to the point that they're uncomfortable because they might be poking themselves with the utensil, whatever it's called, or their hands might be cramping up, but they keep pushing themselves to the limit because they work hard on their talent. And that's where I want you to be, ladies and gentlemen. Work hard on your talent. So you might be thinking, well, I get what you're saying, Juan, but I really don't know what my talent is. Well, I didn't either. But this is what I figured out when I was 25 years old. I said, you know what? I'm going to start real estate. I do have some type of affinity for it. I'm going to buy enough properties I can quit my job. And once I quit my job, I realized, whoa, I believe my talent is spreading the message. I want people to find out how they can quit their jobs through real estate investing. I want to be able to motivate people because I hate people that have a negative mindset about wealth. When they have a loser mindset saying, oh, I can't do it because it is. And you can do it. That irked me to the point I said, you know what? I need a platform. I need some type of camera or microphone or just some type of device to push this message out. So I ended up discovering my talent, my gifts, after my time was freed up. So maybe that's what you need to do. You might need to free up your time. You might need to be a real estate investor. Get passive income. So then you have an additional 40 hours a week to discover your passion. All right, so let's get back into hard work. Hard work will produce massive results to the point people will admire your art as well as the fruit of your labor. I know this may sound absurd, but you should work hard enough to the point you don't have the time to enjoy the fruits of your labor. You should have to schedule it in your calendar to have fun, to drive your toys, to enjoy the fruits of your labor because you work too damn much. Work hard enough so you can walk into any room without any introduction. I know it sounds crazy, but I work so much that I realized, man, I got a car that I don't even drive. Or I have certain amenities I don't even use simply because I'm working. As soon as I get home, the only thing you want to do is just go to bed, go to sleep. But that's how hard you should be working. especially to my young men out there, right? Because I believe that is a part of being a man is you have to master your craft. Not saying women can do it. I'm not trying to put that out there, but I'm just speaking to the fellas right now. It's mastery. You should master, become an expert, become the best at what you do. But it only can come through hard work. And you continue to work hard with that talent, you'll be able to get all the toys, all the strappings of success, and have other people admire your toys. But they should be admiring your talent, your hard work. Okay? Excellent. There you have it, my friends. So now we're going to switch segments in this program. You know it's that time for the People's Champ. People's Champ goes out to my office neighbors in our building, Primerica, for pretty much eyeing my car. So when I was out my window and I happened to see them, taking photos with it and looking at it, peeping game, them not knowing that I'm watching them from above, it sparked the interest of this podcast. It's like, wow, that's amazing. You know, you have to be working so hard to the point people admire the fruits of your labor to the point you can't even admire it because you're so busy working, right? So shout out to them, our neighbors here in our office, and shout out to DJ Cool as well, man. Being very flexible, very persistent. I enjoy working with people who are, I'll say, a person of character, a person who's reliable. He's always been a good friend. So I appreciate you as well, Cool. You gave me 2 thumbs up. All right, guys, let's get into the sponsor. Listen up.
Let's get this money.
This podcast episode is sponsored by 100% Finance. If you're interested in getting started in real estate investing without using any of your own money and would like to obtain business funding, visit 100percentfinance.com to apply for the free consultation. In 2017 alone, we helped small business owners, real estate investors alike obtain over $5.5 million, and you can be in the same position as well. So you can quit your day job via passive income. The link is in the description. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes today's podcast. Continue to work hard and have other people admire the fruits of your labor as well as your work ethic. Love you guys. Continue to like, share, and subscribe. As always, this is to your success. Earn passively, live passionately. Peace.
DJ